we dysphoric. So, the look today was going to be this like bodycon dress and a um, leather jacket, but that didn't go well. So instead, here we have with the original eye makeup look from that one. So we green. We got these giant ass wings. Um, but since I was not feeling good, I decided to have a little bit of fun with today's outfit instead. And I've got these big old sleeves. Look at those. Oh my god, they're so fucking cute. Oh, and I haven't actually worn this little headband in forever because I'm actually very new to having hair long enough to wear a headband with. So, I have decided today that I want to film. And I am going to film. So, today I'm going to be doing the Goodreads tag. So, let us begin. Actually, let me see. How's my tea doing? Cool. Milky. So, the first question is, what was the last book that you marked as read? And I should probably open Goodreads, because I don't remember. Oh god, these are out of order. So, it's... Wait, no, start... Oh my god. Goodreads is being a pain right now. But it's saying that the last book that I marked as read is Sakura Hime, The Legend of Princess Sakura, Volume 1. And I know for a fact that is not true. I believe it is One Punch Man 1. By One and Yusuke Murata. So, yes. I have not finished a single book since, oh, Jesus. Why is it so fucking wet? Yes, it does not look like I actually marked Fullmetal Alchemist as read. So I should probably go do that. Because I did read that. And I did that. On the 12th. Okay. So yes, so the last book, well, it was, the last book I marked as read was One Punch Man, but now it is Fullmetal Alchemist because I literally just marked that as read. So, okay, so the next question is, what are you currently reading? So there's a lot of things in there that I have 10 books that I have marked as currently reading at the moment. One of which I technically have not actually started. I marked it as currently reading when I was going to start it, but then I never actually did. But that is Once Ghosted, Twice Shy by Alyssa Cole. I also have the Sisters of the Winterwood, which I have talked about a bit in my vlogs, and which I really should probably actually get back to reading. I have The Fellowship of the Ring, which I've also talked about a bit in my vlogs, because I haven't listened to it in a while, but I am still chugging along with that. I have Lair of Dreams, which I have not really been putting any time into. The same with the Sisters of the Winterwood. I was putting some time into the Sisters for a while, for a little bit, but then I got distracted by the Fellowship of the Ring, and that's my current main audiobook that I'm listening to. And then Lair of Dreams I've been kind of ignoring lately because, I don't know, I'm just not really feeling it all too much. That's by Libba Bray. Y'all know who the Fellowship of the Ring is by. And the Sisters of the Winterwood is by Raina Rosner. And then I have Can't Escape Love by Alyssa Cole, which I read, I think, like 3 chapters of. And I have not had any problem with it. It's just I checked it out as an ebook from my library, which was a mistake. Because I'm not all too good at reading ebooks, which is why I don't read ebooks. And then I have The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, which I listened to a bit of on Libby. I'm technically still reading it, but I haven't really worked on it in a while. I have American Moonshot, John F. Kennedy and the Great Space Race by Douglas Brinkley, which I got out as a playaway from the library, and I'm not certain what happened to that. I have a feeling my mom returned it because that's a really good idea. We're getting out into old stuff now. I have Corsets and Codpieces, A Social History of Outrageous Fashion, which I picked up when I started trying to get into historical costuming, which I still need to work on that more. I just haven't really had the energy for it lately. But so this is a mock-up that I'm working on. Let me actually turn the camera around. Okay, so this is a little, it's a skirt. Okay, I'm gonna put it on. I'm a bit scared because I have not sewn up the waistline, so it's currently full of pins from the pleating, but okay, so yeah. So I'm going to have to take this in a little bit more, but ow! Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna take it in about that much. Whew. But this is basically what I have. Jesus. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of math to fix this mock-up because basically, oh god. Okay, some of the pins came out. Just a second. So yeah, basically what's going on with that is that it's basically just like a rectangle. It's just a very, very large rectangle. And so technically the hem of the skirt and the waistline of the skirt are the same width. You just turn it into a tube, and then you swoop up the top of it so that it becomes, it, you know, fits you. And so I need to actually do the math and figure out what size of pleats I need to do in order to get it to fit at my natural waistline. Yeah, that's a, we're entirely off on a tangent here. But that is a Renaissance era, like, not Renaissance, Tudor, Elizabethan Tudor era, sort of a, just like a basic skirt. I wanted to do sort of like a, lower class, peasantry type look for my, first, you know, actual garment that I make, and first outfit that I make, because it's just a lot simpler to do that, than to do a full, like, I'm gonna dress up as Elizabeth type thing. And then also a lot of the pieces are so basic that, I can take those pieces and I can sort of dress them up for, a bit of a, like, if I want to do like a lower, like middle class, like, a sort of, like a banker, or like, you know, like someone who works, but like they work in a really lucrative business. And I can also even, dress it up to be like, maybe even some like lower, aristocracy too. So that was a tangent. And then I also have, the Antagonist book 1, which is a book, which is like it's like a superhero book that's about like a black woman in a wheelchair, and also some other dude that I don't remember much about. It says I started it in March. I think I might have just started the Goodreads account in March. No, I think I just added it in March, because I know I started reading that back when it came out in 2015. I just never really made much progress with it. So, because I bought it as an ebook because that's what they were selling it as. I think I have the physical copy of that, physical copies of that entire series in my, wish list. So, and then the last one that I have in there is Modern Scholar, The Giants of Irish Literature, Wilde, Yeats, Joyce, and Beckett by George O'Brien. Oh, and the Antagonist is by, Brigandi Rakoska? Rakska? Yeah, I don't really remember that one. I know it was a playaway. I don't remember much about actually reading it. So maybe I'll find that again and check it out and actually fucking read it this time, but you know. Who knows? So the next question is, do you use the star rating system? And yeah, I'm not hugely fond of it, just because, it's a really flawed system, of course. And, you know, you have to do the whole stars too, which is a nuisance. But it's there, and it tells you to when, like, you finish a book. It's always like, oh, you know, you should rate this now, and I'm like, if you say so, I guess I'll do it. Fucking Goodreads peer pressure, I guess. So, I don't really put much stock in the rating system though, so it's really just something that I do because it's there. So I missed some questions. So now the next question is, what was the last book you marked as to be read? Oh jeez, and I have it in order now, but how do I? Oh, here we go. Okay. So the last book that I added to my to be read, or my want to read, is Rosemary and Rue by Seanan McGuire, which I added today? Oh, today, yeah, because, wait, why did I get that email then? I got an email about a giveaway, and I suppose it put it on there automatically when I entered the giveaway. But now I'm not certain why I got the email about the giveaway. The book I've shelved. When did I shelve it? Maybe someone... What? Wait. This is... I don't remember how or why I shelved this. But I've heard good things about Seanan McGuire, so, hopefully I win that giveaway and get to actually read it. I suppose. I don't know anything about it, but I think given what I know about Seanan McGuire, I'd assume that it's a, like a fantasy book, which I really like, as you can probably tell from this channel. Whew. Okay, so the next question is, what book do you plan on reading next? And that I guess just by default is going to be Shuriken and Pleats by Matsuri Hino. Because it's the only book that I did not start in my 24-hour manga readathon that I did, and so because I was planning on getting it read like 3 days ago, once I finish Nana, which is also should be on my currently reading. I forgot to put it on there. So I guess that's just what's going to be next. I suppose. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much... Unless I finish the Lord of the Rings, or not, the Fellowship of the Ring, really soon, which I highly doubt, then I'm not going to be moving on to any of my other books on CD that I have sitting around. So I guess that's the answer. So the video I'm watching, that lists the questions because I couldn't find like a written out version of them, asks if you're doing the 2014 reading challenge. But, oh god, yeah. Woo. Old video. But I'm going to change it to, am I doing the 2019 reading challenge? And yes, I am, and I have finished it. I shot relatively low, just because I was not really reading all that much at the beginning of the year. But I have my, goal as 12 books, so basically a book a month, which back in January was a pretty good idea of how much I was actually reading. But I'm now up to 32, so that's exciting. And I'm really happy about that because I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would. I'm in a much different place now, though, but you know. Okay, so the next question is, do you have a wish list? And I didn't. You can add a wish list on here? Is that an old feature? I don't know how to add a wish list. It might also just be that the app is very poorly designed, which would not surprise me, because the app is bad. But I don't know. Jesus. I have no idea how to do that. How do you make a wish list? Well, the answer, I guess, is just no, because I have absolutely no idea how to make one. I do have an Amazon wish list, which I link in the description of every single video that I post, just in case, I suppose. I don't really expect anything, but you know, it'd be nice. And since God, I fucking love little tiny, like, little, oh god, what are these called? Oh my god. Mass market paperbacks. So, it's, partially, I made that list just because I like collecting. I haven't really been doing that much, but I also really like mass market paperbacks, especially for like genre fiction, like fantasy and sci-fi. So, you know, it feels a bit less weird when you're asking for like $5 books and not like $30-$40 books for the most part. But really, I don't really expect all too much, cause it's just, you know, if you wanna, then it's there, and if you don't, then whatever. Or if you can't, if you want to and you're able to, then it's there, and if you either don't want to or you're not able to, then, you know, who cares? So the next question is, what book do you plan on buying next? I don't... Probably if I buy a book anytime in the near future, it would be one of those from like the little library racks where they have like the 50-cent paperback and the dollar hardbacks from the pruning. So I have no clue. It's probably just gonna be whatever they happen to have in stock when I check in next, and feel like spending a couple dollars. But yeah, I have no real idea, because I don't actually tend to buy books all that much. At least not like, you know, actual planned buying, and rather than just like, oh, this book is cheap and I'm interested, I should pick it up. So the next question is, do you have a favorite quote on Goodreads? Unfortunately no, because I have absolutely no idea how to find the quotes on the mobile app, and I basically only ever use the mobile app So so the next question is, who are your favorite authors? And currently, that would have to be, Tamara Pierce and Rick Riordan. Because I went to go see Rick Riordan speak for the release of this book, and then bought 4 whole books there. Well, one I'd already bought, but I ended up buying like 3 others from the same series, because they were there and cheap. And then I really want to get into Anne Carson. Both, I know that she does translations of ancient Greek works, and I really enjoy her translation of Sappho fragments with God, that's fucking If Not Winter. I really enjoy those. Like, unfortunately, since I got the original ancient Greek there, I cannot say that I got a tattoo of one of her translations, but that is the book that I brought into the place I got my tattoo to, show the artist what it was that I wanted. And then my friend who was there with me ended up going through it and just like reading it all and getting super into it. So, but I believe she does also have some, sort of, some original work of her own, which I would really like to read as well. So she's not a favorite author, but she's someone I'd like to be a favorite author of mine. Yeah, right now I think that is it. So, okay, so the last question is, have you joined any groups? And I have, but I'm not active in any groups. I'm in Tomorrow Lovers, of course, but that group has not been active in a hot second, about a year, over a year now, by a couple days. And then I'm also in Tortal and Other Fantasy Worlds by Tamora Pierce, which has not been active since 2013. And then Tortal Read Along, which also hasn't been active in a bit over a year. So I'm in groups, but I used to be really active in groups. I used to be in a lot of roleplay groups on Goodreads, because that's the kind of 13-year-old that I was. But since I moved first to forums and then to Tumblr to RP, I haven't really done anything with groups. And because I was not out at the time that I was doing all that stuff, I decided to, when I did change my name and wanted to get back on Goodreads to track my reading, I decided to, instead of going on that old account, I would just make a new one. So I don't actually have anything from that point anymore. Okay, and so that is it for the Goodreads tag. Thank you for watching all the way through this nonsense mess of tangents that I have just filmed. I hope you enjoyed it. Please rate, comment, comment, and subscribe. I think that's the things. But yeah, I'm still real tiny, so I'd imagine that would be really helpful for me to get going with the YouTube algorithm. I don't know how the YouTube algorithm works, but I've heard those things help. So, I'd like to hit 100 subscribers by the new year. I'm not sure that's going to happen at this rate, but I'm crossing my fingers. So, yes, so that's going to be it for today. I will see you all later. Bye!